Good morning, ladies and gentlemen from many countries around the world. Welcome to the Target Gender Equality Lounge session hosted by the Global Compact Network Indonesia. I'm Josephine Satyono, the Executive Director. And here we are honored to have Mrs. Elim Sritaba, Chief Sustainability Officer of Asia Pulp and Paper, APP Sinar, and Mr. Bryan David Tilaar, President Director of PT Martina Berto of the Marta Tilaar Group. A bit about these two companies. In 2018, these two companies initiated a partnerships to empower 1,000 women in the tropical forest. And recently, both companies became Women Empowerment Principles signatories. Not just that, they also registered in the Target Gender Equality Program of UN Global Compact. These commitments show high priorities to address gender equality and also women's empowerment. So my first two questions to Ibu Elim and Pak Bryan. Can you share with us what triggers your companies to have such a striving commitment to empower women? Now, in the interest of time, we only have 20 minutes for this session. If you could make it short in 2 minutes, I will go with Ibu Elim first. Please, Ibu Elim.
Okay, thank you, Bu Josie. Good afternoon, good morning from all of around the world. So thank you for attending. So I would like to explain APP as a pulp and paper business. We source our raw material from plantation as a part of the forest landscape. And our responsibility to manage the land included the environment and the forest communities that live and work around us with sustainable ways. Happy, healthy, and prosperous communities are important to us because they lead to better environmental and how it will bring impact to our business sustainability for the long term. So in this area, we saw women play a crucial role. Since the implementation of our program, Integrated Forestry and Farming System within our supply chain, we found lots of women leaders or drivers in the fields. So by empowering women in this area of leadership and entrepreneurship, it is possible to radically improve their welfare. And we believe that if the basic needs of the family within the communities and our employees are fulfilled, the engagement established, then this is the foundation of the sustainability. And to strengthen the program, of course, APP could not do it. Collaboration with the right partners have been bringing wider impacts and more skill that completed the women group capacities. So in this, I would like to also thanks to IGCN, our local network has facilitated this collaboration with Marta Tilaar Group, who has experience on this matter, combining with our integrated forestry farming system program. And in this goal, we are not that different at all with Marta Tilaar business, which is we have common objective to empower women, bring up their confidence that they also be talented to contribute to the environment and social included economy for their family and of course to the country.
So, well, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Bu Elim. Pak Bryan, please.
Yes. Oh yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the same question goes to you. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
What triggers your company to have such a striving commitment to empower women?
Yeah. First of all, thank you very much, Ms. Josephine and Mrs. Elim Sibirata. Okay. So straight to the point that to us that the issue of gender equality does not only occur locally in one country, but have to be a global issue where the position and the role of women are still considered inferior to men. So the world populations all over the world, the perception is that female is the second-class citizens of the world. In fact, the existence of women who account for the the 50% of the world population is very huge potential resources of human assets be able to contribute to the achievement of the global targets. Therefore, the women empowerment program is very important to provide the same portion in contributing to the global development sector. We see this program has had a pretty good impact in terms of sustainable development, economic, and business. The smallest impact in the company at the employee level is that male and female have the same opportunity to work. Through the skills and accuracy and diligence of female, they will be able to produce much better products and services globally, involving women in the same position as men will motivate the achievement of global targets to make this world a better place. So, yeah.
Thank you, Pak Bryan. So you actually see that it's not balanced yet.
Yes.
Where actually if companies empower more women, it will produce more opportunities and will bring more impactful business in terms of productivity. Thank you, Pak Bryan. Now, my second question, how do you see then, when you run all this program about women empowerment and then target gender equality in your organization, how do you see the impact and the value that these bring to your company, your employees, and your stakeholders? Probably Bu Elim first again, 22 minutes each. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bu Josie. I think women empowerment in APP is something that we believe has been contributed to our business. So the opportunity of many women across our operation is always be open. So internally employees in our plant nurseries, in R&D, in sustainability, myself, and included the executive level, I think there has been a lot of progress in breaking down the gender barrier. And it is something we at APP have embraced. It all comes down to a question of passion and ability, not gender. So they are all contribute to the performance that APP has been achieved, involving to the strategy development, problem solving during the implementation. I think we are part of it. And through the community program, we identify women group and the leaders to empower them to become sustainable in their livelihood. And it's bring to our sustainable supply chain for the business outcomes. So how women could provide education to their children, contribute to the family economy. This is something amazing that no gender excuses, but we are all responsibly together. So no barrier. So in both rural and urban contexts, women are in the position of influence to shape not only the next for the next generation, but also the present. So we want them to be included for decision making, be part of our sustainable supply chain directly and indirectly. So in that case, they need to be included for the skill level improvement and complete knowledge so they can bring the positive impact to the society and environment. And of course, it will automatically contribute to the global issue. So hope answer the question.
Yes, indeed, Ibu Elim. Thank you so much. And then, Pak Bryan, would you like to add more to that?
Yeah, our program is about beautifying Indonesia to face the global challenges in terms of sustainability. That beautifying Indonesia is a very comprehensive and integrated program. In order to raise the potential of the country Indonesia to the surface, both in terms of its natural resources and human resources, as well as its various cultures and techniques. Through this program, that the Indonesian people will be able to explore all available resources to achieve the goal of national sustainable development, so that they contribute globally in line with other countries in the world. So hopefully give you some more explanations. Thank you.
Thank you, Bryan. And then your companies, Ibu Elim, Asia Pulp and Paper, and Marta Tilaar Group, has seen how empowering women in your organization has actually brought impact and values to your business. And you are seeing that targeting gender equality can bring more impactful in the global level. I would like to explore further. And maybe I will ask Ibu Elim first. Of course, we know that when you implement this program or initiatives in businesses, there will always be challenges. Can you share us the challenges that you're facing in implementing this overall commitment in your organization? And how are you looking at resolving or making it work? Ibu Elim?
Yeah, our industry is for male-dominated industry and focuses on women empower might bring questions in some reasons. But APP as an organization has been very supportive of this vision of our women. We know that every program has their own challenges, but there is always a way out, and we put this as a part of our journey in our commitment. So the challenge we face is ironically changing the mindset of women. So for example, the women in rural communities, the idea of entrepreneurship can sometimes seem like a huge step out of their traditional roles. But how we address this is starting to encourage them, of course, to bring awareness, involve them in capacity building programs. So we are running various parts of the regions with the different people, with the different cultural issues. So including the program we work with Marta Tilaar Group. So this is something that we want them to aware that they have a talent, they can improve themselves. So directly assistance is also important. Sharing some success story, open their mindset from the sharing, learning, including having partners to improve the process. So it has been showing progress. We are happy to see the result and be optimistic from the, we can see the optimistic from the communities itself. So in 2016, when our community program called the MPA, the Integrated Forestry Farming System, was started. And during the implementation, it shows some positive impact where most of the success program has been inclusively the women group. So the men are focuses on the agriculture practices, and the women contributed of thinking the value-added products from the agriculture products. This is the interesting part. So they show eagerness to improve their skill and how they can contribute more. So in addressing gender balance within our organization, it's also difficult sometimes to convince women to take on certain role in our operation due to the stereotypes of male-dominated industry, especially in the forestry. So we are needing efforts to improve gender balance across our operation and across all levels. In our business, we had many women, including myself, holding high-level executive position and even at the highest level of management. So we also work with HR on how the recruitment, the talent management can also consider more women opportunity in several roles could be considered as a necessity.
Yeah. Ibu Elim, so actually a mindset change is also one of the challenges, right? So it's not just the mindset within the organization, but also with the community. So both sides. Yeah. And then you are providing education, you are providing guidance and best practice sharing. And hopefully by joining the women empowerment, by implementing the women empowerment principles and also joining the target gender equalities, this will bring more benefits in your resolving your challenges. Now, I would like to hear from Bryan. What are the challenges you're facing in your organization?
Okay. Thank you very much for the questions.
2 minutes, Bryan. Can you make it 2 minutes?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for that questions. Actually,
Yeah.
the business already been built that to empower women. So over here, that in reality, the majority here are female. Yeah. So I'm the minority here. So uh, so now the challenge is that how the women can take much more extraordinary roles, to contribute, okay, much more middle management, senior level, to contribute more to the organizations. The thing is in Indonesia, the culture is that, okay, because woman has several roles, in their private life and outside their private life. So that's the one of the challenge. But over here, that the women here are very highly motivated. So I'm very happy to be to build my career in this business, and and myself, that I'm envisioning that much more female, much more women get much more higher education level, to contribute much more to the nations. So
Thank you, Papa.
yeah,
Thank you, Pak Bryan. Now I would like to turn to Ibu Elim. Ibu Elim, as a woman leading sustainability direction of a global organization like ATP, how do you see women's influence giving impactful changes to the world?
Yeah, I think whether men or women empower sustainability leaders can bring about positive changes, not only in their organization, but also in the communities they serve. While I have to ensure that our plantation, our raw material sources and mills operate responsibly and also sustainably, I personally believe that we should always think those two operations are interconnected and interdependent. So our signature integrated forestry and farming system really helps to promote sustainable livelihoods in these rural communities and improving incomes while facilitating partnerships that lead to better outcomes in forest protection and fire prevention, and the mills will get sustainable supply chain. So this is how our business can bring social economic benefits for the rural communities around the concession, and how it supports the country, including how we contribute to the gender equality for SDGs 5. So to me, women also represent like motherhood. In that role, we play an important part in shaping our children, our future generation, and the views of sustainability, community, and the environment. And
Thank you.
we know women have strength for doing multitasking things. So I found
I know.
always integrated within any related matters when I'm thinking about strategy, problem solving, for the decision making, considering information holistically. So
Ibu Elim, yeah, thank you so much for. I wish I could give you more time, but I understand. I think my last question will go to Pak Bryan. Pak Bryan, I think you have about an hour and 30 seconds. Marta Tilaar Group has a vision of beautifying Indonesia. How do you bring this vision into business strategy and face global challenges in terms of sustainability?
okay. So beautifying Indonesia is very, very important. So that's the tagline of of our business, how we beautify Indonesia, and you know, the beauty culture, the beauty education, empowering women, and the beauty dream. We believe that men and women deserve equal opportunity, whether in work or in any aspect of life, through their skills, accuracy, and intelligence. Women be able to explore their best potential. So, yeah.
Thank you very much, Pak Bryan. What an interesting discussion. Unfortunately, we only have a very limited time and we need to close. Pak Bryan, 30-second closing statement from you, and then afterwards, Ibu Elim, 30-second.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, by involving women as well as encouraging them to express themselves, we could accelerate the achievement of global targets in terms of everything, and inspire more women to take active role in the global change. Yeah, so that's the 30-second statement. Yeah,
thank you, Pak Bryan. Ibu Elim, over to you.
Yeah, for me, implementing a commitment needs the drive and trust building internally and externally. The challenges will always be there, but once you believe that you will bring positive impact for the society, environment, and for the business sustainability, I believe the best solution would be come out with the spirit of multi-stakeholder collaboration. Awareness is the key. Sharing, benchmarking within the peers, included partners, are important to enhance and strengthen the commitment of implementation. So thank you again for IGCN and Marta Tilaar.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ibu Elim, Pak Bryan. Also, thank you everyone participating in this lounge. We hope you find it beneficial. Enjoy the rest of the Uniting Business Life. Stay safe and healthy.